She was all into you. Then, out of nowhere, she went cold. Sound familiar? It's one of the most frustrating experiences in dating. You think things are going great, the conversation is flowing, you're making plans, and then, poof. She's suddenly distant, unresponsive, or just not interested anymore. It can leave you wondering what went wrong, replaying every interaction in your head, searching for clues. The truth is, there are some common mistakes guys make without even realizing it that can completely kill a woman's interest. These aren't about being bad or wrong. They're often subtle missteps that send the wrong signals, making you seem insecure, desperate, or just not the right fit. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 of these attraction killers. We'll break down exactly why they backfire and, more importantly, how you can avoid them to keep her attention and build that lasting connection you're looking for. Alright, let's talk about texting. It's the easiest way to stay in touch, but it's also the easiest way to sabotage a budding connection if you're not careful. See, when you're really into someone, it's tempting to want to talk to them all the time, right? You get excited, you check your phone constantly, and you fire off message after message, hoping for a quick reply. But here's the thing. Overtexting is the kiss of death when it comes to attraction. Why? Because it screams of neediness. It makes you look like you have nothing better to do than wait around for her response. And trust me, nothing is less attractive than desperation. Think about it. Do you want to be the guy who's blowing up her phone every 5 seconds? Or the guy who's out there living his life, pursuing his passions, and making her curious about what you're up to? Instead of bombarding her with texts, focus on quality over quantity. Send thoughtful messages that add value to the conversation, not just generic heys or what's ups. And for God's sake, don't double, triple, or quadruple text if she doesn't respond right away. Give her space to breathe and come to you. Remember, texting is a tool to set up dates, not to have deep, meaningful conversations. Save those for when you're actually together and can connect face to face. So, how do you strike the right balance? It's all about timing and content. Send a message that shows you're interested, but not desperate. Maybe share something interesting about your day or ask a thoughtful question. Then, put your phone away and go about your day. This shows that you have a life outside of your phone. When she does reply, engage in a meaningful way, but don't feel the need to respond instantly every time. This creates a natural rhythm and keeps the conversation fresh and exciting. Ultimately, the goal is to build a connection that goes beyond the screen. So, use texting wisely and let your real-life interactions shine. Let's talk about something that's inherently attractive: leadership. It's a quality that stands out and makes a significant difference in how you're perceived. Now, I'm not talking about being domineering or controlling. Leadership isn't about overpowering someone else or making them feel small. I'm talking about having a plan, taking initiative, and making decisions with confidence. It's about knowing what you want and being able to communicate that clearly. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit these qualities. It's a sign of strength and reliability, traits that are universally appealing. It shows that you're capable, assertive, and that you value her time. When you take the lead, it demonstrates that you are considerate and thoughtful. When you're wishy-washy, indecisive, or constantly asking her what she wants to do, it sends the message that you're not sure of yourself and you're not leading the interaction. This can create uncertainty and discomfort. This applies to everything from planning dates to making decisions during the date itself. Whether it's choosing a restaurant or deciding on an activity, your ability to lead is crucial. Don't be afraid to suggest a restaurant, choose a movie, or take the lead on where to go and what to do. Your decisiveness can make the experience more enjoyable for both of you. It shows that you're thoughtful and that you've put some effort into creating a great experience for her. Thoughtfulness is key in making her feel special and appreciated. Now, this doesn't mean you should bulldoze over her opinions or ignore her preferences. Leadership is also about being a good listener and valuing her input. It's about finding a balance between being decisive and being considerate. You need to show that you respect her thoughts and feelings while still being able to make decisions. Ask for her input, but don't be afraid to make the final call. This balance is what makes a strong and effective leader. Remember, women want to feel safe and secure with a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. This sense of security is incredibly attractive. So step up, take charge, and show her that you're the man who can lead the way. Embrace your role as a leader and watch how it transforms your relationships. Chapter 3. Let's talk about intimacy. It's a natural and beautiful part of any relationship, but it's something that needs to be nurtured and developed over time. Rushing into things, whether it's emotionally or physically, can be a major turnoff for women. Think about it. When you come on too strong, too soon, it creates an imbalance in the dynamic. It makes you seem like you're more interested in getting what you want than in getting to know her on a deeper level. Remember, women want to feel desired, but they also want to feel respected and understood. When you take the time to build a genuine connection, to listen to her, and to understand her needs and desires, it creates a sense of trust and intimacy that can't be rushed. This means pacing yourself, both physically and emotionally. Don't push for sex too early on, and don't try to force a deeper emotional connection before she's ready. Instead, focus on building rapport, creating a safe space for her to open up, and letting the intimacy develop organically. Remember, good things come to those who wait. By being patient, respectful, and understanding, you'll create a much stronger foundation for a lasting connection. Chapter 4. Let's talk about a real attraction killer: jealousy. It's something that can creep into any relationship and wreak havoc if not addressed properly. Even the slightest hint of jealousy can send a woman running for the hills. It creates an environment of tension and distrust that no one wants to be a part of. Why? Because it reeks of insecurity and a lack of trust. When jealousy takes over, it signals that you don't have faith in yourself or in the bond you're trying to build. When you get jealous, you're essentially telling her that you don't believe in yourself or in the connection you're building. This can be incredibly off-putting and damaging to the relationship. You're projecting your own insecurities onto her and onto the relationship. This projection can create a cycle of negativity that is hard to break. Think about it. Do you want to be the guy who's constantly checking her phone, interrogating her about other guys, or getting upset when she's not glued to your side? This behavior can make her feel suffocated and untrusted. Or do you want to be the guy who's confident, secure, and trusts her implicitly? A man who exudes confidence and trust is far more attractive and appealing. Instead of letting jealousy rear its ugly head, focus on building your own self-esteem and confidence. Engage in activities that make you feel good about yourself and reinforce your self-worth. Remember, you are a catch, and any woman would be lucky to have you. Embrace this mindset and let it guide your actions and interactions. If she's giving you reasons to be jealous, then it's a sign that there are deeper issues in the relationship that need to be addressed. Open communication is key to resolving these issues. But if you're constantly feeling insecure and threatened, it's likely stemming from your own baggage, not from anything she's doing. Take time to reflect on your feelings and work through them. So ditch the jealousy, embrace your worth, and trust that the right woman will appreciate and reciprocate your confidence. By doing so, you'll create a healthier, more fulfilling relationship for both of you. Chapter 5. Let's talk about the importance of keeping things fresh and exciting. When you first start dating someone, there's a natural sense of mystery and intrigue. You're both discovering new things about each other, and every date feels like an adventure. But as you get comfortable and settle into a routine, it's easy to fall into a rut. You go to the same restaurants, watch the same movies, and have the same conversations. And while there's nothing wrong with having some go-to date ideas, it's important to keep things interesting and avoid becoming too predictable. Think about it. Do you want to be the guy who's always doing the same old thing, or the guy who's spontaneous, adventurous, and keeps her on her toes? Instead of sticking to the same routine, make an effort to try new things together. Explore new parts of your city, take a weekend trip, or sign up for a class together. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, just something that breaks you out of your comfort zone and creates new memories together. Remember, relationships thrive on novelty and excitement. By keeping things fresh and unpredictable, you'll keep the spark alive and prevent the relationship from becoming stale. So, how can you tell if you're making these mistakes? Pay attention to the signs. Is she taking longer to reply to your texts? Is she canceling plans more often? Is the spark fading from her eyes? These could be signs that you've fallen into one of these attraction-killing traps. The good news is, avoiding these mistakes is easier than you think. It's all about finding the right balance. Text with moderation. Be clear about your intentions, and don't be afraid to take the lead. Build your own confidence so you're not projecting insecurity onto her. And most importantly, keep things exciting. Ever had a girl lose interest and you couldn't figure out why? Let me know in the comments which of these mistakes you've made before. And don't forget to subscribe for more dating tips.